sin. One team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars in LaVell Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Seminoles will boot it away to start the game. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the BYU Cougars offense will get the first crack at it here. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. And the quarterback brought up two and sacked at the 12.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a third down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. The Seminoles offense will try to get something started with their first possession. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. It's a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. They'll run for it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's McCoy. They stop him at the 22. 15-yard pickup on the play. And a 1st down just outside the red zone. To the air. It's Glenn. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. It is deafening in here. Soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down. Here's a heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
That is a gut punch if you're the offense because they're in dime personnel. They're only rushing 4 guys. You've got 5 offensive linemen. You've got the option of bringing other people in to help give your QB time. And this offense, not good enough.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This one will be a 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. The official says no good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it.
And, man, this one getting off to a slow start, trying to get some points on the board, and the dreaded doink. And listen, points at a premium right now because nobody scored. But, man, that was inches away from being really good. We're still tied 0-0.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Using his legs, it's Sawchuk. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes a catch at the 15. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Off-play action on 1st down. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He's got him. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on 3rd down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
They'll play it safe and try for 3. Absolutely perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
And we'll have a shakeup in the Mountain West standings this week. Check this out. TCU packed a wallop today, and in many ways felt like it packed Horned Frogs Nation with them too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead, it felt like a walk through the park in Fort Worth. A busy day in the Mountain West, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update.
And these edge rushers, man, they're so athletic nowadays. They can get to the quarterback, bend that corner so quickly, get him on the ground before he knows what hits him. How about that defensive end and that speed off the edge?
The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to pass. It's Bachmeier. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
We're still early in this ball game, but this QB has been hit several times already, been sacked. This is one of those games that the ice bath is going to be your friend afterwards. We're just getting started. It's still in the first quarter, for goodness sakes.
That's caught. It's Lockett. And that kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. From the gun, the running back has it. There he goes. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Got it in stride inside the 20. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. BYU has this offense clicking. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Tight end finds a soft spot. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
They go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. To the air. It's Bachmeier. Here comes the heat. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And this one is perfect. With that field goal, guys, we're all tied up in the early going.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Wants to throw on third down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Ocha. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man downfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Quick strike complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Unloads to the wideout. Looking for the goal line. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. Slams it ahead. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. And this defense does it again. Back-to-back plays for nothing. It'll be 3rd down. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Touchdown, Seminoles. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Number 7.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game day.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. On the move from inside is 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Makes the grab. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. And the Cougars are facing 3rd and inches. Surging forward on the sneak. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Running into the open space. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. The Cougars are on the move. They'll give it to the back. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. The inside handoff. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Nacua. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. Line getting set on 2nd down. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Right down the boulevard, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw, it's Glenn. Zings it complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Kick is in the air. Now on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Got it in the middle. It's Lockett. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking downfield very late in the half. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. And they spike it to stop the clock. These DBs going to give a little cushion. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. A shot toward the end zone. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
Pass interference. Defense.
So the penalty for pass interference will allow this offense to run one more play on an untimed down. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. That brings them to within one. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half.
The Cougars will kick it away to start the second half. Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Dropping back, it's Glenn. Takes the easy one to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Going to sling it on second down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Leaves it with the back. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. And the Seminoles will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch near the 50. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. From the gun. Give on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Finds his tight end. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. They're working that left side. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll try the run. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The pull and throw off the RPO. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. Touchdown, Cougars. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a couple of Mountain West teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Boise State is putting on an offensive clinic, and about the only thing we haven't seen is the Statue of Liberty play. They're up by 19 over San Jose State. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, fellas, and we'll circle back if anything big happens.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Glenn. Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Looking downfield on first down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
And the Noles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Awchuk. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Third down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Seminoles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Pressure coming. He's taking the shot. And it's incomplete. Going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
The Noles decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. The Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. Scanning the field, it's Bachmeier. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. Stands in and takes the hit. Got him downfield. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one. The gift to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Oh, they're after him! And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Yeah, and the defensive line, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's McCoy. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Caught in the backfield. It's Alchuk. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Glenn. Under fire. Finding an escape route. Oh, he's got some space. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Talk about saving your best when the moment is the biggest. Nice job in the 4th quarter. Been grinding all day. Made the biggest run of the day when it counted the most. Picked up the 1st down in a pretty close ball game.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Makes the grab on the left. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down. The Seminoles will hustle to the line. Going to look downfield again. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback on the keeper. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. Fires into the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. That is no good. Guys, they could have cut the deficit in half if that field goal had been good, still down by 6.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Now facing a third and long. Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the middle of the field and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be fourth down. They boot it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They're testing the right side here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Makes the grab. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Seminoles come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Quickly complete. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Caught over the middle. It's Pittman. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30. And the Seminoles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Fires to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Seminoles come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Finds his man down the middle. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. To the air on first down. Rushes on him. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
And the Noles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to throw, it's Glenn. Quickly out to the tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. On target to the left. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Lost to throw again. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sawchuk. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
That is how it's done. In the clutch, in the big time, your offense comes up with the big drive, puts points on the board. Now you tell your kicker, go knock this PAT through, take the lead. Nice execution by this offense.
A huge point after this for the lead. And they did have to knock through the extra point to move on top, and they have the lead in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. New Mexico is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside University Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to Air Force. The moment something changes in this Mountain West fight, you will hear about it here. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Pulls it in. It's Nacua. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. Grabbed over the middle, it's Lockett. How about this freshman leading him on the chase and making the big play after the catch? They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Bringing the heat. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Here's a heat. Plucks it out of the air. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold.
They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. This game will come down to this, a field goal try to save them. We're getting deep in the game, and this is for the lead. It's good, easy call for the refs. Big celebration, and understandably so, guys, but there is still time on the clock. That was a clutch field goal, and now the pressure goes to the other side. Can they stop them from getting into field goal range to win it? From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Catch in the middle. It's Pittman. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Catch in the middle. It's Pittman. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. Back to pass, it's Glenn. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, it just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about